always remember that. So why to decide on the basis of that my friends are giving so and so, or XYZ person is giving so and so, right? So think like this, that you have to decide for yourself. सुनो सबकी but करो अपने मन की. Hello friends, I am CS Jaspreet. Welcome back to another Work Study Planning Tips Wednesday video. Welcome back to another video on the series of tips to how to study. In today's video, we will be addressing the question, the query that most of the students have once they know they have to appear in the exams, and that is whether to sit for one group or two groups. But before that, if you are someone new to my channel, viewing me for the first time, hi, I'm Jaspreet. I make videos for CA, CS, CMA students as well as members. I post a motivational quote video on Monday, a planning tips video on Wednesday like this one, and a fun video on Saturday. Please feel free to check the content I create, and don't leave my channel without subscribing and hit the bell icon so that whenever I upload any video, you get notified. Most asked question or the most asked query once you know you're going to sit in the exams is whether I should sit for one group or two groups. Today I'll be telling you 5 tips or 5 self-evaluation things through which you can understand that whether you can sit for group 1 or both groups. So tip number first, analyze the time left for exam. This is the foremost thing you should analyze. Just sit down and count the number of days left for the exam, whether it's CA, whether it's CS, whether it's CMA, whichever attempt you're going to give. Count the days, like even not today, leave today's day, count from tomorrow and count till the day, like maybe a week before the exam will be started, because you will need that week for that first paper's preparation also. So till that date, like 1 week before the starting of the examination, analyze the number of days. This is the foremost tip that will help you decide whether you can sit in one group or you can give both groups, right? That is the time left for examination, right? Or the first tip that you have to follow to analyze how many days am I left with, or how many days do I have for the preparation of the exam. Second tip, your preparation. Now, I receive a number of comments that whether ma'am we should sit for one group or we should sit for two groups, and I always say it is completely on your preparation. If you are prepared for both groups, go and give both groups. But if you're not prepared for both groups, you're not even properly prepared for one group, please don't sit for two groups. So this is something I want to tell you, that sometimes what happens, we are not prepared just because our friends are giving exams of both groups, I should also give, or so and so senior cleared by giving both groups, you should also give. Sometimes your mentors, your guides, your teachers also start saying that you should go for both groups. But see, whatever things, whatever am I telling you, it is completely a suggestion, right? But the ultimate decision should be yours. You know how much you have prepared, right? You know how many subjects you have prepared and how properly you have prepared, right? That is something very, very important. So also analyze your preparation. Are you ready to give both groups, or you will be clearing one group only? It's better to sit for one group and clear that group rather than sitting for both and clearing none, right? So everything is dependent on your preparation. How much are you prepared? Are you well prepared? If you're well prepared, go and give the exams. But if you're not well prepared, just focus on one group, prepare it well and give that group only. Don't exert, right? And don't fall prey to the suggestions that people give, and sometimes those suggestions are like real enforcements on the students. You should give two groups, you should give two groups. See, don't fall prey to all those things, please. Even if they are your teachers, right? Even if I am saying this, I am also including myself, that ultimate decision should be yours. Only you know how much you are prepared. My answer is very straightforward to all the students who ask me in the comment section, that it is on your preparation. If you are prepared, very good, go and give both groups. But please, if you're not prepared, don't exert, don't risk your attempts, right? Just because एक ही attempt में हम दोनों clear कर देंगे, इसके चक्कर में ऐसा ना हो कि दोनों ही clear ना हो, right? So your preparation is a must. Third point, do you have time to revise? Now, in case of coaching, the teacher will give you the classes, right? Or in case of self-study, you'll go through the study material and you prepare well, right? Once going through the syllabus or once watching the coaching lectures will not be enough. You need to revise it again and again. Otherwise, you will not remember anything. It's very simple, right? We all are human beings and we need to revise the, subjects. We need to revise the things while preparing our examinations. So while studying, also analyze that do you have time to revise, right? If you have appropriate time to revise, right, after preparation of one group or two groups, then you should go for both groups or one group as the case may be, right? So analyze all these things, how many days you have, and in those days do you have time to revise also, because revision is very, very important, right? If you will not revise, you will not remember anything in the exam hall. This is as simple to say that you will not remember anything, right? We all are human beings. We are not robots that we will remember everything after listening once to the teachers or after studying once from the books or study material, from whatever you are preparing, right? We need to revise. You need to revise. So while deciding for whether I want to go for group 1 or both groups, I just want you to know that please know that do you have time to revise also. You should have that, right? And if you have that time, you have time for study also, you have time for revision also, then of course you can decide accordingly. Fourth tip, check your memory. Right now, this is something called self-evaluation. Like, I know how much I can remember and you must be knowing how much you can remember. So study accordingly, right? If you cannot remember too many things, right, then don't go for both groups. Because you have to understand that you will be sitting for so many exams back to back, right? Whether it's CA, whether it's CS, whether it's CMA, if your memory is not that strong, you cannot retain so many things, so many concepts, then please don't exert your memory, don't exert your brain, because these are such professional courses which are in themselves, like one group or one module in themselves, they are so difficult for preparation that taking up both the modules or taking up both the groups would be it is a very, very difficult task, right? So from my side, I want you to analyze yourself that do you remember the things? How much do you remember? What kind of memory do you have, right? If you don't remember so many concepts, if you find it difficult, then no need to sit for both groups, right? Don't just push yourself or exert yourself unnecessarily just for proving the world that what, I can give the both groups. And what if you couldn't even clear one? It will be completely your loss. You have to prove yourself, and that should completely be on your self-evaluation, that how much I can take, right? How much I can remember. Now, always preferred giving one group at a time, because it's better to give one group and clear the group rather than sitting for both and failing in both, right? So analyze yourself. If your memory is good, if you remember the things, then go for both groups, right? So it is on these things also, which these are technical things, these are related to scientific reasons behind your memory and all these things, but you need to know all these things as well, right? Apart from studying, now you must be knowing that how much you can remember. So accordingly, that decide whether you're going to sit for one group or both groups. Fifth, and this is according to me the most important tip, can you handle both groups while exams? Right now, this is not regarding preparation, this is while exam, because trust me, it is so exerting on your mind, on your body, like back to back you're giving 6 exams or 8 exams. It is a difficult task, to be very honest, right? And if you think your body can take it, because after 4 exams you feel so restless, you feel like deprived of sleep, and after 8 exams you can imagine how your body would be, right? Because when the exams start, at that point of time our mind is very much fresh, right? We are ready to give the exams, but as the exams proceed, you're getting less sleep, you're getting less rest, and alongside that the tension of the previous exam and the stress of the upcoming exam, so all these things are cluttered in your mind. So can you handle all these things? Like, I always found it so daunting to give both the groups or all the groups at one time, that I always, like I told you, preferred giving one group at a time, right? So please analyze all these things as well, that can your body, can your mind handle it, right? Maybe you are prepared, but at that point of time you don't get that time to revise, then what will you do? You need that time to revise also, you need that time for preparation also, and at the same time you need your body and your mind to rest also. So if you think your body and your mind could take up such stress and such tensions while giving exams, you should go for both groups. But if you think that it is too much for you, please don't exert your mind, your body, because at the end of the day, you have to go and give the exams, right? You cannot sit in the exams with tired body, with tired mind, and you could not be able to prepare well also. So keep all these things in mind as well. These are my 5 tips on which you should decide that whether you should sit for one group or both groups. One bonus point that I want to discuss with all of you is that you can ask many people. You can ask your teachers, you can ask your friends, you can ask your seniors. But what I want to tell you is that decide yourself, please. It is a very simple thing that suno sabki but karo apni, right? What happens is self-evaluate yourself. See, you are going to give the exams, right? Whether you'll pass or you'll not pass, it is your result. It is nobody's result. It is not my result. It is not your teacher's result, right? It is not your friend's results. It is not your senior's results, right? So whatever this is a very important decision to take while you talk about CA, CS, CMA exams, that whether I should give one group or I should sit for both groups. This is a very important decision, right? While whether you clear or you don't clear, this thing plays a very important role, right? So my suggestion has always been that, and I also believe in this thing, that when I have to decide something, I may ask 100 people, but at the end of the day, I would have my own valid reason to state that I am doing this because I feel so. And that reason should not be that my parents told me to do so, or my friends told me to do so, or my teacher told me to do so. That is not a valid reason. Always remember it. Whatever decision you are taking, and in your professional career, this is a very, very important decision, right? So whether you're going to sit for one group or whether you're going to sit for both groups, this is a very, very important decision. So while taking this decision, I would just say that self-evaluate yourself. You decide that can you sit for both groups or you're okay with one group only. Don't look at your friends, don't look at your seniors that so and so, is sitting for both groups and so has cleared by sitting in both groups, right? Decide for yourself. Decision for sitting in one group or both groups should be yours, and the reason behind taking this decision should be a valid one, like not the one that my parents told me to do so, or my teacher told me to do so, or my friends are doing so. These are not valid reasons, right? You can say I am prepared for both groups. I can sit for both groups, definitely. You should have that valid reason with you for taking any decision, right? Don't just take decisions because people are saying it. It's your life, it's your career. So you have to decide it yourself, right? So analyze yourself and please look into these 5 points, these 5 tips while you decide that whether I want to sit in one group or two groups. Very frankly, I'll tell you, whomever you'll ask, they will tell you according to their own experiences, according to how they have cleared, according to, somebody else's experiences. But you have to take your own decision because it's your career, it's your life. So please find a valid reason while taking this decision that you want to give one group or you want to give both groups. Don't just give both groups, or don't just give one group because your friends are doing so, right? It could be vice versa also. Maybe your friend is giving one group, but you think that I have prepared well and I can give both groups, and go and give both groups, right? Don't follow people, don't follow your friends, because after exams your result will be yours and your friend's result will be his result, right? It couldn't be interchanged. So always think like this, right? When you are in the exam center, nobody is your friend, right? If you clear, only you clear. If your friend clears, only he clears. He cannot give his pass to you, or you cannot give your pass to him or her. Always remember that. So why to decide on the basis of that my friends are giving so and so, or XYZ person is giving so and so, right? So think like this, that you have to decide for yourself. Suno sabki, but karo apne man ki. Decide for yourself. Decide that whether I can give one group, am I okay, comfortable with one group, or no, I have the capacity to sit for both groups. I am well prepared and I can clear it. For sure, give both groups, right? So this is how you can decide whether you want to sit in one group or both groups. I hope you found the video informative. Achhi lagi to like kar dena, and do subscribe to my channel if you have not done it yet. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest and LinkedIn. All the links will be in the description box below. Bye.